để chúng ta có một cái buổi workshop diễn ra thật là tốt đẹp. Right, all right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our distinguished professors and teachers and all students joining us for today's online information session. To ensure a focused and smooth sessions, we will mute participants' microphones throughout the program. However, if you have any questions related to the internship opportunities, please feel free to send them in the chat box. We will collect and address them during the Q&A session at the end of the program. Now, the Global South Japan Tech Talent Internships, or called GS-JTI program, is funded by the Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry of Japan, so-called METI, and implemented in collaboration with partner organizations. So to begin today's program, I would like to introduce the participating organizations and representatives. Firstly, the representing the implementation unit, Deloitte Tohmatsu Venture Support, we are honored to have Mr. Tatsuya Yamada, Vice President, Global Divisions. Everyone, please send some hearts. Welcome, Mr. Yamada. Representing the coordinating unit in Vietnam, we have Ms. Dương Linh, Program Coordinator, together with other team members supporting the program coordination. And representing the co-hosting unit, FPT University, we are pleased to welcome Mr. Nguyễn Trần Phước Bảo, Head of the Corporate Relations Department. And accompanying us today throughout the program is Ms. Lê Uyên, who will support the Vietnamese and Japanese interpretation, especially during the Q&A session, to ensure that the information is fully conveyed to everyone. Lastly, a warm welcome to all distinguished guests and students, and thank you very much for taking the time to join today's GS-JTI online information session. Please, everyone, please send some heart, some claps to welcome all of us for today's session. And over the next 60 minutes, we will cover three main topics. Number one is an overview of the GS-JTI program presented by Mr. Yamada, including the internship opportunities and benefits for students. Number two is a guide to the registration and application process for the program. And number three is the Q&A session. So during the sessions, if you have any questions, please submit your question directly in the chat box, and the organizing committee will collect all of your questions and address them during the Q&A sessions. And now, we will go straight forward to the main sessions. It is our great honor to invite Mr. Tatsuya Yamada to share his insights on the program. Please welcome Mr. Yamada.
Yes, thank you so much for the kind introduction and the warm welcome. Could you hear me, please? Could you please confirm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can
so,
hear.
Yes, unfortunately, my camera cannot be on somehow. So my apologies, so not to be able to show my screen. So please forgive me in that sense. Okay, so I'm now sharing the screen right now. So can you now see my screen?
Yes, of course, Mr. Yamada.
Yes, we can see the slide.
Okay, so can I start the presentation now?
Yes,
Yes.
of course. Please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would like to show my sincere appreciation for all of you, for the university secretariat teams and the data change teams and all the students coming to this today's seminar. And I'm very happy to be able to introduce this opportunity in front of you. So I will try to be informative for you. so that you will be interested in joining this program. So let me start this presentation. So first of all, I would like to guide you about your GS-JTI adventure. This is the introduction part of this GS-JTI program. So for the detail of this program, you can check the flyers and the detailed contents. So in this seminar, I would like to focus on 3 points to remember so that you will be not forgetting about this program. So this internship program is on-site mainly and fully funded. So the format of this internship has 2 ways. One thing is the online and the second one is offline. But most of the internship program will be happen in Japan on site. So at this moment, 80% of internship job description at this moment is Japan on-site one. And then if once you are selected as the by the company attending to this program, the flight, accommodation, visa are covered by the program. So you don't need to worry about the cost to come to Japan. And then the third point is that the duration of this program is from 1 month to 2 months. It will be up to the condition and the schedule restrictions of the student side and the company side. So based on the job description, the company determines the duration of the internship. So you can check the, which company provides which, the length of the internship. So 80% is on-site Japan, and then cost is covered. The program duration is about 1 month to 2 months. So those 3 key points are the things I would like you guys to remember about this program. And secondly, and at this moment, we have more than 110 Japanese companies attending to this program, and this number is growing right now. And then the types of the companies are right here, like the company size and large corporations have 20% share, and the SMEs, including startups, have the 80% share. And for the job types, IT AI related jobs are 50%, and manufacturing, engineering kind of things are 30%, and the others consist 20%. And for experience and working with foreign talents, what this means to you. This is the unique data from our attending companies. So 50% of this 50% out of 110 Japanese companies are for the first time to collaborate with the foreign talents. So you will be able to find the names of the companies you have not been heard at this time by now. So please register and try to find out some companies interesting for you. And especially for the company size, we have the 20% of the large corporations, but the quality and the technology of the large corporations are supported by the high quality SMEs, including startups of Japan. That is the structure of the Japanese company. And also the SMEs try to hire the foreign talents, have the power to deliver such quality and advanced technology. So please take a look at the Japanese SMEs as the place to do the internship so that you will be able to find new types of Japan. Actually, it is the real Japan. Small company has the very high quality technologies in terms of the manufacturing and IT and AI as well. So please pay attention to the SMEs, including startups. Okay, let's go next. And then the application period has already started. Actually, this is the brief schedule of this program. So we have been now calling application of the students, and then because today is 14th August, so it's about the middle of the calling for application from the students and the selection process. So now around 30 to 40% of the companies have already listed job descriptions. So the earlier and the better to register and apply for those job descriptions so that you will be able to find more opportunities on site. So this is a very brief explanation of the internship, but I would like you to guide you to the journey of how Japan is like. Let's get back to the bigger question now. So why Japan? Why now? What kind of opportunity will be available for you? That is the important part for you, right? So I would like to have a little bit of time to explain this part. So as you may be aware of, actually, I had been working in Vietnam for about 3 years. So I'm kind of aware of how Japan is kind of familiar for you. But as you may be aware of, Japan is already there in your everyday life, starting from smartphone, transportation, internet digital, factory manufacturing, gaming, entertainment, healthcare. I think you may be able to find the names of the companies you are already aware of, but these companies are already there with you. So you are now consuming and using Japan in everyday life. But this opportunities offers you saying that, what if you help creating these technologies with Japan? Okay, so instead of using Japan, please develop Japan with Vietnamese talent. That is the message I would like to give you here. Then the keywords, this time I'm suggesting now, think of Japan as a place to build your career. So 3 keywords I will give you today. One thing is that Japan is the 4th largest economy. The second one is strong R&D investment there. The third point is that growing startup ecosystem. So I will explain what these keywords mean to you. So the size of the large economy, what does it mean to you? Basically, United States and China are too huge, so Japan doesn't look like big in this graph. But this is the top 10 countries in nominal GDP around the world. So Japan is 4th largest. So putting aside United States and China, Japan is still a country which has the large size of the economy inside one country. So that means Japan can be one of the strategic gateway to the world. So having the career and studying the career in Japan, and then you will be the global person. And one more thing is that out of that Japanese GDP, manufacturing and telecom and telecommunications, that means IT and AI area, that those two consist of 30% of the GDP are consisted by these two categories. So this means that in one country there are large enough size of the companies which can provide you the good career opportunity. Like please take a look at the right side table. For example, for the manufacturing, in the transportation equipment area, we have the automobiles and automotive parts and ships, and pharmaceuticals, industrial robots, mechanical machine tools, production machinery, heavy electrical equipment, home appliances, semiconductors, ICT equipment, and those manufacturing processes are supported by telecom and telecommunications as well. So combining manufacturing and telecom career area, we have so much variety of the career options you can find in one country. That is the one value we can offer as a country to you. The second point is that strong R&D investment available in Japan. So this is the graph of the Japanese R&D expenditure trend. So starting from 2015 to 2024, the number of the investment in Japanese terms is that 18 trillion yen, and it's increasing to 23 trillion yen. So it's almost 1.5 times and this R&D expenditure is growing right now. So this means that investment to the future technology and investment to the future technology actually means the investment to the human capital of the technical personnel. So the investment and the opportunities for you to touch with the advanced technology is there in Japan, and that trend is getting stronger and stronger year by year in Japan. So this is one of the area. This is also one more thing which, as an environment of Japan, to introduce to you. And then, thanks to those strong R&D investments in smartphone, automobile, factory, internet communications, and semiconductors and materials, aerospace, gaming, healthcare, and other things like entertainment. I don't put the entertainment here because you guys are IT and mechanical engineering students. So, but only having these areas, we have so many #1 share of the products in the world. Not as a final product maybe, but inside the iPhone and the smartphones, there are lots and tons of the parts which are supported by the Japanese technology, which cannot be substituted to the other companies. And automotive as well, factory, internet as well. So you will be able to have the chance. And then for those large corporations, final products are supported by Japanese SMEs as well. So that means you will be able to have the chance to get in touch with the world's most advanced technology through working with Japanese companies. That is one more thing I would like to add here. And the third point, the growing startup ecosystem. The startup economy, what does it mean? What does it mean to you? So, startup economy is absolutely a driving power to change society. I've been there in Vietnam, and I'm now working with the Vietnamese startup economy. Also, I work with the Japanese startup ecosystem as well. And then when we take a look at the investment amount to startups in Japan, starting from 2013 to 2022, the amount of the investment to startups in Japan is getting 10 times higher. And this number is actually growing. Despite the other countries' investment has been shrinking and stagnating, but in Japan, this movement has been stronger and stronger. So Japan is now a country which tries to drive the change of the society, not only from the large and established corporations, but by the side of the startup economy as well. And when we take a look at the Tokyo startup ecosystem as a city only, it's a number 11 in the world, including the United States and Chinese and Japan and European cities. This Tokyo is the number 11. So, and then number 3, global in knowledge creation. So in terms of the knowledge creation, Tokyo is one of the strongest city to be with. And remarkably, Tokyo is the top 10, top 15 globally in talent and experience. And for the talent, Tokyo is the one of the most attractive place to be for the talent and experience. And then not only from Tokyo, this movement is growing and expanding across Japan. So not only from Tokyo, Yokohama and Osaka, Kyushu, and in any other areas, you will find a place for the startups to work with work globally and try to drive the change not only in Japan but to be a good power, to be a big power in the world economy. So everywhere in Japan now, the startup ecosystem, you can find the very active movement in here. And thanks to the size of the economy in Japan, So we have the large areas of the industries where startups can achieve success. So starting from AI, SaaS software, e-commerce, mobility, healthcare, fintech, manufacturing, edutech, climate tech, property tech, entertainment, and space and other areas. Because the large size of the economy supports and gives the environment for startups to actively perform in those industries. So we have tons of the startups which get successful in those areas, and the number is now growing and growing. So in Japan, not only the large corporations and the established corporations and SME startups can be a good place for you to work to start your career. And actually, in Japan, even though the number of the students and the hiring environment is fierce in Japan, but many students pursue their career with the startups, and they see startups as an attractive places to start their career. And almost 44% of the university students are willing to join startups. And I myself has been working with Deloitte at this moment, but before joining Deloitte, I mean, 2 years ago, I'd been working at a startup as well for about 60 years in my career. And I am sure that, I can say that Japanese startups to work, Japanese startups are kind of the good places for you to develop your career, and the field and experience very challenging environments. So in summary, in short, I gave you the 3 keywords for you here today. And for the keywords, Japan is the 4th largest economy, which means a variety of technology career opportunities are there for you. That is the meaning of the large size economy. And the second point, strong R&D investment. So future technology and development opportunities are there for you. And then thirdly, growing startup ecosystem. So you can be a part of the innovator to lead change in society. So please think in the way like, having the career in Japan and the bringing back to Vietnam, you will have more power to change Vietnam in the good way. So that can be the career, that kind of career you can go ahead with us. And then, actually, as you may be aware of, the population of the highly skilled talent in Japan for the Vietnam people are kind of massively growing at this moment. So when we take a look at this chart, the highly skilled professional engineer specialist in humanities, international services. So not as a worker, but as a highly skilled talents. The population of the foreign talents in Japan, Vietnam is the second, next to China. But the growth ratio is the highest at this moment. So the number was in 2019, the number was 51,000, but the just after five years, we have more than the double, like 100,000 Vietnamese people are kind of, being professional in Japan and achieving their successful career in Japan. So my recommendation is that is only thing here. So GS-JTI, this is your gateway to Japan. So please take a look at Japan to do the internship. And then as a final goal, which this program would like to give you is that, not only the internship, but by experiencing the work with the Japanese companies, I would like you guys to have the opportunity and seek the opportunity to work full-time in Japan. And then please develop your global career. And hopefully some of you guys will be the leader who bridges the good economy and relationships between Japan and Vietnam. That is the final purpose of this GS-JTI program. So today is the starting day for you. So if you are interested in this program, just please register to this platform which will be introduced later from Ms. Lim. And then you will see the job description currently open for you. And then you will be able to figure out what kind of career there are now open. So thank you so much for the time. Sorry, I could not
Yes.
put
Say-
my
Yes.
camera on.
Oh, great. Thank you, Mr. Yamada, about your sharing right now. So coming to my part, please let me open my slide. Wait a bit. Oh yeah, maybe now every student know the general picture about the GS-JTI. So let me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the slide. So there, I will introduce you how to register for the internship for the internship program. So there are 4 steps between where you are right now and being eligible to apply for an internship with register in the step 1, build profile, take test, and apply. So to be more clearly, we will walk through exactly which step look like. Let's begin with the step 1. Next slide. So registration. This step is really simple. When you log in into the Tandy platform, you can see the screen as you can see on step 1 right now here. When you there are 2 things you need to get right in this order. First, to choose the correct account type. You want to select the student or the alumni graduate. Don't select any other option. Even if something looks similar, this is the one applies to you. So when you choose to the second step in the registration, you click to add your university first. But before you fill in anything else, adding your university early makes the rest of the form go much more smoothly. Let's look at what university step actually involves. Please go to the next slide. Okay. Still in the register step, after you submit your university information, if your university is in the section, you can choose it. But in the other way, you cannot find your university information. So just submit your university information, typing and information requirement. After that, wait for the approval email through your student email. So before adding your university early master rate, so maybe you might take the time to get the email. So after that, after completely on the registration about your university, you can come to log in it again. In the next slide, I will show it for you. So after you receive the information that the university registration successfully, now you can reload it again into the Talent platform and choose your, we have choose option first for college email or the personal email. So just registration, apply your information again with the name, the school, and anything else in this part. So we move to the step 2, building profile after registration successfully. Okay. So now in the step 2, I want to be very direct about your profile is what company actually see. if how they match you to the roles. So this is the work spending real time on. You have some of the basic information and academics information. This is the basic one. The top skill refer to the job domain, like the AI, IT, or which one we have. And the project research. Be careful to complete the profile is a ticket to the getting noticed. So when you review completely the information, please come to the step 3, take the test. If you are applying for the IT, software engineer, embedded system, AI, ML, or the data science, you will need to complete a coding test. If you are applying for the mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, semiconductor, instead of a coding test, you will complete a detailed skill registration. So now, for those you who need the coding step, like the IT or the AI, the day matter a lot. So please write this down. This is the coding step schedule we have on the September and on the time of November. 3 windows, so you need to you do have some flexibility, but don't wait until the last one. Let's look at how you actually access this step. Okay, coming to the step 4, the apply. Everything related to testing happen in one place, the assessment hub. This is a process in the 4 steps. So 1, file your test. Open assessment hub for the left sidebar of the account. 2, get your user ID. A unique ID will be displayed before you start. You will need this, so note it down. 3, know what you want, like the IT skill, IT expect question for the CS foundation, or if anything that the require information for this section. And the last one, just set yourself up for the success. Choose a quiet environment and make sure you have allocated enough uninterrupted time. Just one grade. So coming to this one, you have ready to apply. You're welcome to the browse and explore opportunity early. That's encouraged. But all requirements must be fully, completely before you submit an application. So before you apply, make sure of 3 things. Complete the coding test for the IT and AI roles. Second, recheck your profile and project research for the engineer roles. And make sure your profile is completely 100%. Now, once you're ready to actually write your application, here are 3 tips that make a real differences. First, explain what genuinely attracts you to the company or the specific role. Generic answer stand out the wrong reason. So in the second, relevant coursework. Connect what you have studied to what the role requires. And the last one, please be careful, just simply be genuine and be specific. Honest answer consistently outperform polished but vague ones. So just honest the information you have. So the last one, after you finish on 4th step, register or build your profile, take the test, and apply for the information. You will have to go just to the last one, an email on the talent and a notification on the platform to coming to the interview step, the last one. So if you are a successful candidate, you will also receive an offer and the successful email in this platform. So if you have any question, now we can go to the next part about the question. In this part, maybe I will invite Mr. Yamada again and Miss Uyên, to support in the translator between Vietnamese or in Japanese in case we need. So I have many questions here.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm now tapping back to the questions at this moment. But for the final questions, are there any requirements I must to apply for this? Must have requirement. Okay, must have requirement are that you need to be the citizen of the global South countries. So if you are a Vietnamese, it's eligible. And the one more thing is that you need to have the majors in STEM field like IT, AI, computer sciences, and engineering, such kind of the field experiences. And you need to be enrolled in the universities in Vietnam or in Japan. And then one more thing is that, after, even though you graduated already, after graduation, within 3 years will be eligible as well. And then what else? I think that's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So,
yes, I can
yeah.
see another questions.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
A student.
So I
Yes.
can read it for you. Oh, so
Queen Chun-san. Okay. Are we allowed to search the internet during the test? Also, I saw 3 days for the coding test. I'm not sure which one is for the IT test. Okay. For each date, AI and IT testing will be available. That is one thing. And you need to be, you will be able to search internet, and even based on, depends on it depends on the test, but you will be able to use the AI tool as well.
oh yeah.
So coding using AI will be available, but the problem is the problem given by the test is is made based on that environment. So
Oh, thank you for your sharing. And we also have many questions during the registration form. So I
okay.
can read some of the concern. Some of the students say that if my major is business, but I am currently working as a data analyst, could I be eligible to apply?
I see. That case, it is rare in that case. Basically, you need to have the majors in STEM field. That is the requirement. But I'm not quite sure if it's not acceptable or not. So maybe I need to check and revert back to you to Lin-san so that we can answer to that question later on. Sorry about that.
Yo, don't worry about Mr. Yamada, but I think that the Japan internship opportunity, we can, if you have the data skill or the AI, IT skill, can apply to the opportunity. You just feel free to apply it because in maybe one time you can have the successful candidate right now. So coming to the next question, some of the concern about the expense in the Japan. The student are there any costs that students are required to pay themselves?
I'm not getting it. Could you say that again, please?
Oh yes. The student asked, are there any costs that the students are required to pay by themselves?
Basically the airfare and the visa and the accommodation will be provided. So other things like maybe the small things like in the morning and the lunch, and some company it will be based on the company's decision, but company will give a small amount of the money as kind of the allowance for the daily life. So maybe the small amount of money to have the meal in Japan, and if you want to a little bit, do that, enjoy Japan after work, of course you need to, have the ownership for the cost. And Wi-Fi, internet Wi-Fi, internet, and the medical insurance, visa, flight cost, accommodation, all these will be given. So other than that, it's going to be your expense, okay? Basically.
Thank you for your sharing. We will note it down, and maybe the student also need to know this one. So the other student also have a question about the Japanese market for the IT. Can you share a little bit information about this one? Because
Japanese market.
Yeah, Japanese market for the IT talent.
A Japanese market in IT talent is not. Some of the students may feel unsafe, in recent situation. When you take a look at the U.S., United States situation and the Europe, like by having the AI tool, the number of the IT engineers are kind of the decreasing in the US and the other countries, but in Japan it's not happening. So Japan is more like to utilizing AI. We are the country is now trying to transform the way of doing business, utilizing IT and AI. So by utilizing AI, IT skill is necessary, and digital to achieve the digital transformation in manufacturing and the in other areas. Lots of and the huge amount of the job openings are there in Japan. So like the situation where that we see in the US and the other countries are not happening at this moment. But one advice I can give you is that, if you are kind of specialized in IT coding, some kind of things, you need to be prepared and be ready to utilize AI in business field. That is my message. So in Japan, as you may be aware of, it's an aging society. And the number of the engineering students in Japan is kind of decreasing year by year. So the gap between the demand and supply is getting bigger and bigger. So that means the Japanese companies are requiring more engineers. That is the current situation. And not only as the head count of the personnel, but as the Japanese, on behalf of the Japanese government, the real intention is to call for the attendance in this kind of job opportunity for to global south students is that we would like to welcome foreign talents to drive the power and be the by having the different aspect of their way of thinking and bring them to Japan and make the innovation together. That is the big message from Japanese government.
Oh yeah, that's great. About the Japanese market with the true sharing in the Japan. So the other student also asked that after completing the internship, are there opportunity to continue working with the Japanese company or receive a full-time job offer? And she also concerned what factor would influence in this opportunity.
Okay. It's actually based on the company's decision, which hosts each internship program for the company from the company. But I can say it like we had this kind of internship program last year as well, and the around one third of the students got the offer for the full-time work, and some students agreed to continue to work with the Japanese companies as an internship, and such kind of format is available. So how to be chosen as a full-time candidate, I cannot make it clear because it's that it's truly a company's decision. But please think in this way. Japanese companies are willing to welcome and hire foreign talents. That is why they are conducting internship program, right? So if you perform well and if you have the good conversation with the company, I can say it like you will have the chance to get a full-time job at the company. And also even though you are not, you could not have the full-time offer from the Japanese companies, from the Japanese company where you did the internship, you can take a look at other Japanese companies, having and showing the experience working with Japanese companies, as an intern. So that is the way. But as a result, many of the internship students last year got a job offer as a result.
So now, every student, maybe you can have the answer. You have the opportunity to continue work with the Japan company if you have a good performance. So don't worry about that. So for the next question, some of the students.
I'm actually, Din-san, I'm actually getting the Q&A in comments. So which one shall I respond?
Oh yeah, I also have the question in the registration form, and just only because the student sent, and I will come back to because I can see that you have answered most of the question in the chat section. So
I have many.
Yeah, I can see it many, and you have yeah, you have answered most of the thing. And with the friend Hui and Jung, he also asked about most of what do you think about people from AI major can actually have more opportunity in Japan? So maybe maybe you have answered the last question about the Japanese market AI. Yeah.
Okay.
So with another question about the workplace in Japanese. So beside the soft skill, hard skill, he asked us how can students proactively learn in the workplace while respecting.
I'm not getting. Could you say that again, please?
Oh yeah. This, I will ask read the question again. Beside the soft skill and the hard skill, how can students proactively learn in the workplace while respecting and not disrupting their colleagues? Just about the Japanese culture.
Okay. Okay. The skills are only hard skills and the soft skills. So besides soft skills and hard skills, there's nothing. But one thing, as a student, the first message I could give you is that don't worry too much about making miscommunications with the Japanese and the bosses at the place you do the internship, because the amount of the communications and the attitude to try to understand why these people is saying this way or something like that, the attitude to try to understand more about the person who are collaborating with you is the most important things. So there are cases that miscommunications happen, but because we have the different nationality in the cultures, miscommunication is, of course, it happens, right? So that is kind of the prerequisite, and the Japanese companies knows it already. So having the miscommunication will not be a problem. So, but trying to solve it in a constructive way, that kind of attitude is one of the most important part. And Japanese companies really expects that kind of the attitude as for the employee, not only for Vietnamese employees, but to Japanese employees as well. So that is the most important thing. So my advice is that don't too much worry about making the miscommunications, but try to and show the attitude to try to understand, to cooperate. That is the most important thing. And the Japanese companies evaluation way is that typically Japanese companies and me as well focus on the person, focus on evaluating not the current skill, not the current performance, but the possibility in that person, if the person can grow in a good way or not, because we invest to the people, right? So that kind of future possibility within that person is the most important thing. So the performance at this moment of time, it matters, of course, but it cannot be the 100%. the future possibility of the growth will be more important when we evaluate the people, not only for Japanese Vietnamese students, but the Japanese employee as well. But that is the way how Japanese, many of the Japanese companies evaluate people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also have the new message, maybe also one of the last message for today, the question for today. A Japanese student also asked that he's a mobile app developer. So which company in Tokyo can I apply to? Can you share some of the name of the company name in this internship, Mr. Yamada?
At this moment, I'm sorry, to see it, actually that, the name of the companies are not disclosed, but once you register to the platform, you will be able to see the name of the companies, and then the location is there, so you can check by that way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and many of the Japanese companies are located in Japan, but not only in Japan. You can, find other places as well.
So don't worry about that, student. And just one of my question, maybe also I also receive some of the student ask that. So in the next year, the student, can we have any opportunity to have this chance again to apply in this internship? How you see
Okay.
this one? Yeah.
Okay. It's not decided yet because this program is funded by Japanese government, and this program is funded with the yearly based, financial budget of the Japanese government. So, if they decide to keep on doing this project, and for the next year, this will be available to you. But if they don't, today is this year it will be the last chance. But one thing I can say is that this kind of program has been there and for about 3 years at this moment. So I think I hope this program will be there next year as well. But if you think there are some chances for you to attend to this program, and just attend this year. I recommend to attend to this year. And the grades of the university doesn't matter. So even though you're a freshman, second year, sophomore, senior, and master, doctorate, it doesn't matter. So everyone can attend.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. And now we also have some information about Japanese culture, workplace, the time, and also the inside thoughtful sharing from the Mr. Yamada. So maybe we can now go to the last part of the program. And if you have any question, please feel free to leave a message in the Little Chain fan page. And we will answer most of your concern and your questions. So don't worry about that.
And my advice is that registration is for free for you. Yeah. So I just register and take a look at the companies which are currently opening job descriptions for the internship, and then you can check the job description just by registering it, and after taking the test, and you will be able to apply. Okay, that is the difference. So what kind of companies are available? What kind of jobs are available? From when to until when, you will be able to see in this tool. So I really recommend you to register today now. Yeah, it's a very easy step.
Yeah. Now you can scan the QR code in right now. So please come back with the MC Bao. He can introduce us about this information.
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, really thank you, Mr. Yamada and Ms. Lin, for your valuable answers as well as the informations that you provide to the students today. And I hope that all the today's sessions has provided you with a clearer overview of the GS-JTI program, as well as the necessary information to prepare for your upcoming application journey. And before we close our today's sessions, let me briefly remind you some important timelines, okay? So number one, applications are open from June to October 2026. Number two is that our program offers two internship formats. Number one is the on-site internships in Japan for up to 2 months. And number two is the online internships for up to 1 month. And in particular, if all of you are encouraged to submit your applications early, because the selection and the company matching process will take place alongside the application period. And to learn more about the program and start your application journey, you can scan the QR code that is displayed on the screen to quickly access the registration page. And moreover, if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact the Lead the Chain through email or directly through the fan page. The contact information is displayed on the screen too. So during this time, you can scan the QR code to quickly access to the registration page.
Oh, yes. And just a last request, and we really want to everyone can open the camera and we can take just a screenshot, a picture about it open section to, excuse me, around the slide. Everyone, may we can
Yes.
take a picture of all of the students.
Okay, so I just returned back to the main slide. So everyone, every student, can you all turn on your camera so that we can take a nice picture to recap our sessions today?
I think my camera is now open, right? No?
Yes, of course. I can see
Yeah.
your yes, your camera very clear.
Or maybe they are shy. So
Shy boys, shy girls.
yeah. So if we don't have the picture right now, so maybe
okay.
we come to the closing remark and thank you for everyone to join to the info section today. First, thank you for the Mr. Yamada and the FPT for the Mr. Yamada to sharing everything, the insights, thoughtful, and the needed information for the internship. And thank you for the FPT University has the co-host for this section. So thank you for everyone. And maybe we can leave the message and good night, good evening, and have a nice evening to everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Thank you for your time.
So much.
Waiting for you in Japan.
Bye. And
Waiting for you in Japan.
yeah, see you in the Japan. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Yama.
Actually, I live in India, but see you in Japan.
Yeah, maybe we also household and the student can meet you in the Japan. Goodbye.
Ok, cảm ơn các bạn rất nhiều.
Yeah,
Thank you,
hang up.
Yamada-san,
Yeah,
Matane.
Yeah, hang up line. Hang up line. See you. I'm leaving.